What's up, guys? I have been playing around with some techniques on how to apply my makeup for my specific face shape. I do have a pretty petite face. I have a really small head compared to my body. I mean, the rest of my body is pretty proportioned, but then there's my head, and it's just like an itty bitty raisin on an orange. A lot of the techniques I'm going to show you today is going to be applying the makeup more so outward than down. I don't want to pronounce the length of my head. I want to really focus on bringing it out towards my ears. This is just going to make it so I have a larger head, hopefully. That's my goal. Primers, of course, do whatever works for you. This isn't really a crucial step in the face shaping game. I'm going to use a Too Faced Hangover Primer and the Becca Backlight Priming Filter today. I do have the new SPF 25 one in the mail right now, and I'm super excited to have that be my everyday moisturizer in the mornings, just because I'm just not digging my Cetaphil one anymore. It makes me feel greasy, and I love this one, so I'm like, just get it in SPF. I should be good to go. I want a little shine on my face, you know what I'm saying? For once, I think ever since I've started my channel, I have so many video ideas, and I think it's because I took such a long break, so it's kind of like compiled all into one glorious idea pile. That's exciting if you guys like to watch me. It's gonna be a wearable look today just because I do have to go out, run some errands, probably get some Chipotle for lunch. Chipotle is just good, it's glorious, it's all dandy. Okay, so moving on. I'm going to start with the face. I'm using my e.l.f. BB cream. I use this all the time. All the time. I think I'm almost out already, which is the fastest I've gone through any foundation. My Morphe sponge, I haven't used this in so long. I've been so used to using the e.l.f. sponges that I forgot how it's crazy how the materials of sponges can be so different. So I'm just going to squeeze that right on. That was probably too much because I don't want a lot. That was probably too much. Dang it. Oh, we'll see. I love that sound. This is in the shade Buff, by the way. I should take off my earrings. They're just in the way. I tried to be cute for y'all, but it ain't happening. Jeez, look at my holes now. Oh my gosh, is it bleeding? It's mother effing bleeding! Why? It started up like 3 years ago where the back of it would start to close, but it would be more than close. It would be like develop scar tissue really fast. And now it's just so sensitive. I don't understand. I'm not the type of person to not go out without blending it onto my neck. I can't do it. I always gotta blend it down my neck. I'm gonna start with concealer. This is a camouflage. Just kidding, no it's not. This is it. The Camouflage Concealer by Catrice. This is really the first step to emphasize where I want to emphasize on my face. So again, I'm trying to widen my face a bit. See a lot of concealer applications where they go down, do the triangle shape and up. That's great and all, but that's gonna elongate your face mucho. Focus on my circles, right? And then right here, I'm gonna emphasize this area with the concealer. I'm not dragging this down. I want to just lift and widen. Put a little bit on my abs. A little highlight on the forehead. I don't want to do my whole nose. Maybe just right here. There we go. I'm gonna blend this out first because this concealer dries down fast. I also really like doing this concealer application because I like to show off my freckles right here. That's where most of my freckles are. And when I do bring down that concealer, they just get masked, and I don't like that. So I like to show off my frecks. All right, for my chin, I'm not gonna lie, I usually just like slather it on like I usually do to cover up my redness. My chin is very red. I don't know why. And then right here, I also, because I have acne scarring and spots, but I also do this to also widen up my face. Draw like a little mustache action with the concealer. That's what I do. I have a goatee and a mustache. How glorious. With the concealer also, I will carve out my cheekbones, but I will do that after contouring and bronzing and all of that, just so I can clean up any of the bronzer that might go past this line. My Anastasia foundation stick in the shade Shadow. This has been my go-to contour for over a month now. It's great. Contouring, I actually don't do anything different than what you've already seen me do. It's just the same thing that you see in every single video. It seems like the contour on my forehead just like vanished. Like there is no difference whatsoever. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder. I have mine in the shade Lavender. I love this shade for brightening up specific areas of my face. Poured some in the cap here. I'm gonna first powder my eyelids. See how instantly that just brightens up the area? The powder, I will do that little triangle shape, not as far down, but I will, here, that's too much powder, but I will start to stop around here, but I still go all the way out to my temple area. I don't just stop here, I go all the way out. Okay, stop right about there. And go to my temple. I'm on my nose, kind of bake it. My forehead right here. Smile lines, kind of where we drew that mustache with the concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and put this instead of the concealer. The bronzer, I am still using the Too Faced Milk Soleil bronzer. I can't move away from it. I can't move away from it. It's not happening anytime soon. I have moved away from my usual bronzer brush though. My BH Cosmetics Crystal Quartz #2 brush. But I've been loving this Eco Tools Full Blush brush. I use it for bronzer. It has a similar shape to the BH Cosmetics brush that I use, but it's just a tad thinner and it's not as dense or full of a brush. Just tap it like that. It smells so good, and I just lightly brush this. Like the way I apply the bronzer is different with this brush. With the #2 brush, I go head on and I swirl, but since the shape is a little bit more flat, I go ahead and put it on the side and literally just brush it on like that. There's not really a special step with blush either. I apply it like normal. I'm using the Natural Glow Butter Blush by Physicians Formula. I'm starting at the apples of my cheeks and bringing it back to near my temple. I think that was my last spray because I could feel it getting weaker and weaker. Oh gosh, if you haven't incorporated a fan in your routine yet, and even if you think it's extra, just do it. It is honestly just so refreshing. It's great. I'm gonna do my brows real quick. I'm just gonna skip ahead because this part is boring. I am slowly but surely getting better at using pomade, so it's making me excited. Saving money! I'm just gonna use the eyeshadow palette that's already in my hand because I've been using the big mirror in it, which is why I love it so much. My Makeup Revolution, it's the Flawless Matte 2 palette. This is a good everyday palette. I'm gonna warn you though, it's not like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing palette. It's not. Like, it's not super pigmented or anything like that, but it works for me for every single day. because I like muted colors on my eyes for every single day look anyways, so it works out. Anyone else love these? They're my favorite. They're so good. Like, I open one and I'm like, I just get so happy. This shade, eye look is going to be very simple today. I have been doing a different, again, technique. Usually, after blending this out in my crease, I usually, you know, go down right here and swoop underneath my lash line instead, because that kind of like drags this corner of my eye down just a titch, you know, just things I've been noticing. Instead of going all the way down, I've been flicking it upward. You know, I blend and then I go like this. Bring that shadow up and out and not so much down. And then I will go underneath the lash line, get some color down there. I'll stop though right here. Like, I will no longer go all the way out here just because this part tends to get muddy pretty fast. Just little things I'm learning. It's fun. So like you can see how I kind of flicked the shadow up. Now it's making my eyes elongate that way, which is what I want. I want it to go outward. Since I have been experimenting with these techniques, I am eventually going to film a do's and don'ts, but for realistic makeup, because you see those videos and it's like, okay, obviously I wouldn't do that, you know? So I'm gonna make it realistic, but it's just like little simple tips and tricks that I've learned. A little muddy for me, so have no fear. Take a clean blender brush. This is kind of clean, somewhat clean. Blend over it just to diffuse it more. There we go. See? Look what that did for us. Beautiful, great. I am going to do a wing because again, this will elongate my eyes. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. This eyeliner is so good, you guys. It is so good. I love my Physicians Formula one, especially for how affordable it is. But for like $7 more? Ooh. Why? Do you see that hair out of place? I put on my Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. It's such a staple for me in my makeup collection. And I put on some brow gel, also by Essence. It's the clear one. I'm not going to put on any highlight today because I want to keep to the theme of drawing attention outwards. I don't want to do an extreme crazy inner corner highlight. I have that sheen going on from the blush, and that's enough for me. The last thing I'm going to do is apply some lip gloss, or I don't even know what this is, butter lipstick from Physicians Formula in the shade Soaking Up the Sun. Gosh, I just want to apply it to my lips, lick it off my lips, apply it again, lick it off, apply it again. Alright guys, some super simple tips in there that I hope you thought were helpful. Those were just some of the techniques that I've learned throughout the past month. And I think it makes a difference when I look at myself and I'm like, maybe my head is proportionate to my body. Maybe. Thanks guys for clicking on and watching my video. I always appreciate it. I'll see you in my next video, which will be soon. See you guys later. Peace out. Okay.